Over 65 stop eating breakfast this way. It's silently destroying your muscles. Are you still standing strong, still able to walk on your own? That's great, but here's the truth. You may have already lost nearly 30% of your muscle and not even realized it. No warning, no pain, no obvious signs, just small things. You start standing up more slowly. Lifting things feels harder. Or maybe one random morning, you look in the mirror and think, why do I look smaller? The scariest part. This is happening to most people over 65. Not because of illness, not because of an accident, but because of the small morning habits you've been repeating for years. Like skipping breakfast because you don't feel hungry, or having just a glass of fruit juice you thought was healthy, or sitting still for too long every morning, thinking your body needs to rest. But did you know those tiny habits repeated every day are silently robbing your body of strength, balance, and the independence you once took pride in? In this video, I, someone who used to ignore these warnings at 75, will walk you through 7 morning mistakes that are quietly weakening your muscles and making you age faster. No gym memberships, no strict diets, just a fresh look at your morning and a few simple changes made at the right time in the right way. If you still want to open that jar by yourself, walk your grandchild to the park, or just stay strong and mobile for years to come, stick with me. We'll start right now. And if this video helps you, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. So from now on, every morning can truly be a healthy new beginning. 1. Not hungry in the morning. That could be a sign your muscles are getting weaker. Not feeling hungry in the morning, that might sound harmless, but after 65, it's not a good sign anymore. I used to be that way. For years, I'd wake up and just have a cup of coffee, maybe half a slice of toast. I thought I don't do hard labor, so that's enough. Until one day, trying to lift my suitcase onto the porch, I realized my arms weren't strong anymore. I was the guy who once carried sacks of cement as a young man. Now I was out of breath over a 20-pound bag. No pain, no warning, just muscles quietly wasting away. And according to the doctor, I saw the culprit skipping breakfast or having one with almost no protein. You see, after 65, your body loses up to 30% of its ability to synthesize protein, which means even if you eat the right foods, your body doesn't absorb nutrients as well as it used to. And if you skip breakfast or only have sugar and carbs, like pastries, instant cereal, or just tea and coffee, your muscles get no fuel to maintain themselves. That's not just about getting weaker. It messes with your balance, makes you more prone to falls, slows, wound healing, and gradually takes away your independence, which is something we all want to keep as we age. Walter, a good friend of mine, 78 years old, once said, "I feel like I'm shrinking." I asked, "What do you mean?" He said, "I can't open jars anymore, can't climb steps, can't pick up my grandkid." I told him to start with breakfast: 1 egg, half an avocado, a slice of whole grain toast. After a few months, Walter told me he felt stronger. No more shaky hands when carrying things. And best of all, he actually woke up hungry, a very good sign. We can't turn back time, but we can give our body what it needs to rebuild. A breakfast with just 20 to 25 bags of protein can help you retain muscle burn fat more efficiently and even improve your mood and sleep. If you're not hungry tomorrow morning, start small. A handful of nuts, a glass of milk, a boiled egg. Your body will relearn how to feel hungry. And that's a good thing. Because hunger isn't the problem. Losing the ability to sense what your body needs is. Do you skip breakfast? Or have a go-to morning meal that helps your muscles? Share it in the comments below. You never know, your story might inspire someone else to restart their recovery journey. And now let's move on to another mistake. One that many people believe is healthy, but might actually be hurting your muscles every morning. 2. That sweet morning drink might be stealing your strength. What's the first thing you drink in the morning? If it's orange juice or sweet tea, you might be quietly weakening your legs without realizing it. I know it sounds strange, but many people over 65 think they're doing something good for their health, when in reality they're feeding fat and starving muscle without even knowing it. Back in 2021, after a routine checkup, my doctor told me there were signs of mild inflammation. I was shocked. I didn't eat sweets. I didn't drink soda. Then he asked me a simple question. What do you drink every morning? I answered honestly, a glass of fruit juice. And he just shook his head. Did you know a single glass of bottled orange juice contains 22 to 28 grams of sugar? That's nearly 7 teaspoons. For seniors, that sugar spike doesn't just raise blood glucose. It triggers inflammation in the body, which directly interferes with muscle repair and protein absorption. When there's too much sugar in your blood, your body releases insulin to deal with it. But after 65, our cells become lazy in responding to insulin. That's called insulin resistance, where protein doesn't make it into your muscle tissue to rebuild. Instead, it turns into fat or gets wasted. In short, if you start your morning with sugar instead of protein, you're feeding fat and starving your muscles. Carol, a 70-year-old woman I met in a senior exercise class, used to drink fruit juice every morning, believing it would help her stay young. But she began losing muscle, moving slowly, and feeling lightheaded often. After switching to unsweetened warm ginger tea and a few almonds, her energy returned within 3 weeks. The point here isn't that you can't have something sweet. It's that you need to know the difference between natural sugar and refined sugar. A whole orange digests slowly and comes with fiber, but juice, that's liquid sugar hitting your bloodstream in 15 minutes and throwing your body off balance. If you want to maintain muscle, your drink should support your metabolism, not sabotage it. A warm glass of lemon water, herbal tea, or plain water with a few cucumber slices can wake you up without doing harm. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for something sweet, ask yourself, am I drinking this for flavor or for strength? If you've ever changed your morning drink and noticed a difference, share your experience in the comments. And if you're wondering what else might be secretly weakening your body, stay with me, because the next part reveals something you've likely been skipping every morning, but your muscles depend on it. 3. Skipping water in the morning. Your body's running on empty. Do you drink water right after waking up? If not, your body might be running dry all morning, literally. I never thought it mattered much. I'd wake up, use the bathroom, and brew some coffee. Sometimes I wouldn't take a sip of water until 10 a.m., but on those mornings, I often felt dizzy, had blurry vision, and weak legs, like my body wasn't ready for the day. I assumed it was just aging, until my doctor said, "Robert, you're not getting old too fast. You're just making your body work without fuel." And for someone over 70, that's dangerous. We lose water every night. Even if we're not sweating or going to the bathroom, we lose nearly half a liter of water just by breathing during 7 and 8 hours of sleep. So when you wake up, you're already dehydrated even if you don't feel it. For seniors, this silent dehydration can cause weakened muscle contractions, making your hands shaky or your legs feel unstable. Reduced blood flow to muscles affecting strength and balance, fatigue, dizziness, and a higher risk of falling. I saw this firsthand with my sister Helen. She's 69. One morning, she got out of bed and headed to the bathroom without drinking anything. Just as she stepped through the door, she got dizzy and collapsed. Thankfully, nothing broke. But from that day on, she kept a small glass of water on her nightstand and never stood up without taking a few sips. A study from Mayo Clinic also found that even a 1–2% drop in body water can noticeably reduce muscle strength in adults over 60. The solution is simple. Every morning before getting out of bed, drink about 8 to 10 ounces of warm water, roughly 250–300 milliliters. You can add a few lemon slices or a pinch of sea salt to help with electrolytes if needed. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. The thirst signal weakens with age. It's like a broken alarm. Just because you don't hear it doesn't mean there's no problem. Try placing a small glass of water by your bed tonight. Drink it before your feet touch the floor. You might notice a difference in just a few days. How about you? Do you drink water first thing in the morning? Share in the comments. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button so every morning becomes a stronger, more energized start. Next, we'll talk about something many people think is in the past after 65 physical activity, but it might just be the key to a longer life. 4. Skipping morning movement. Your body may be hibernating longer than you think. Have you ever felt sluggish all morning, even after a full night's sleep? It might not be your age. The truth is, your muscles might still be asleep, even if you're already out of bed. I remember when I first retired. I loved the idea of having no rush. Each morning, I'd spend nearly an hour sipping coffee, reading the paper, scrolling the news. It felt relaxing. But after a few months, I started to notice something strange. I was moving slower. Climbing stairs felt harder, and sometimes just standing up from a chair made my knees creak. There wasn't any pain, just a sense that my body wasn't as steady anymore. The reality is, when we skip movement in the morning, the body stays sluggish. Joints don't get lubricated, muscles aren't activated, especially after 65. If you don't wake up your muscles early in the day, muscle loss accelerates more quickly than you might think. According to Harvard research, just 10 days of no significant movement can lead to a 5% loss in leg muscle mass for people over 70. And losing muscle, especially in the hips and thighs, doubles your risk of falling. But do we need to go jogging every morning? Not at all. Just a bit of gentle, intentional movement is enough. Here's how I start my day with 5 simple minutes. Sitting on the bed, I rotate my wrists and ankles. I stand up and sit down 10 times using a sturdy chair. I lift my heels slowly while standing to warm up my calves. I raise my arms out to the sides, then up and down with my breath. These tiny moves are my morning hello to the heart, lungs, and muscles. After 3 weeks of this habit, I noticed I wasn't as tired in the afternoon, walked more confidently, and even slept better at night. You can start tomorrow. And if you've never had a morning routine before, don't worry. Begin with just 2 minutes and build from there. What matters most is that you're doing it for you every single day. If you already have a favorite morning movement or stretch, Share it in the comments. Someone out there might need exactly what you've discovered. Now let's move on to something many seniors use daily without realizing it might be silently wearing their body down from the inside. 5. Taking painkillers daily. You might be weakening your own muscles. Aching knees, stiff back, sore shoulders. These common pains after 60 make it feel impossible to start the day without a pain pill. But if you're taking painkillers every morning without fully understanding their effects, you may be stepping into a silent cycle. I'm not against medication. I used to take ibuprofen almost daily when my lower back started acting up. But after a few months, I didn't feel as agile. My grip was weaker. I didn't walk as steadily. And the oddest thing, bruises on my arm took 2 weeks to fade. My doctor explained Robert painkillers reduce inflammation, but they also slow down tissue repair, including muscle tissue. Some NSAIDs like ibuprofen and naproxen, when used long-term, can affect the liver, kidneys, and especially the body's ability to synthesize protein. A study from Mayo Clinic also found that seniors who take NSAIDs regularly lose muscle up to 18% faster than those who don't, or those who use them with care. The issue isn't the pill itself. It's becoming dependent on it instead of addressing the root cause of the pain. Here are a few things I've tried that really helped. A warm bath with Epsom salt first thing in the morning. Icing painful areas for 10 minutes instead of reaching for pills. Using peppermint oil or natural balms in the morning. Gentle yoga or 5-minute breathing exercises to relax the joints. I'm not saying you should stop your medication overnight, but ask yourself, am I taking this pill to manage real pain or to keep living in a way that no longer suits my age? And if you've never thought about how pain meds might affect your muscles, today might be the first step towards seeing the full picture. Are you currently taking daily painkillers? If so, what's helped you cut back? Share in the comments so others can learn too. And don't skip the next part, because it's about something mysterious yet essential: sleep. The one thing that decides whether your body is rebuilding or breaking down more each night. 6. Poor sleep. You're not just tired. You're losing muscle every night. Do you get enough sleep each night? Or are you often awake at 3 a.m., tossing and turning until the sun comes up? For younger folks, lack of sleep just makes you tired. But for those of us over 65, not sleeping enough actually causes muscle loss every single night. I didn't learn this from a textbook. I learned it from my own body. There was a time when I was only getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep each night. I thought that was just enough for someone my age. But after a few months, I felt completely drained. I couldn't lift a heavy pan, and even carrying groceries left my arms sore. I assumed I just needed more exercise. But my doctor told me, Robert, it's not that you're not active. You're simply not giving your body enough time to repair the damage from the day. Here's what I didn't know: during deep sleep, our bodies release growth hormone GH, a critical chemical that helps repair and rebuild muscle. But if you're not sleeping long enough, or your sleep is broken, that healing process gets disrupted. And for older adults who already produce less GH than younger people, that disruption is even more serious. One Harvard study showed that people over 65 who sleep less than 6 hours a night lose muscle twice as fast as those who sleep 7 to 8 hours. I once asked my brother-in-law, a retired nurse, how to sleep better without using pills. He gave me a few tips that worked wonders. Turn off all electronics at least 1 hour before bed. Create a gentle bedtime routine. Same time, same relaxing steps, like washing your face, lighting a candle, reading a book. Avoid sugary drinks or desserts after 7 p.m. Keep the bedroom cool and quiet around 65 grader is ideal. I tried it, and after just 2 weeks I was sleeping more deeply. Even better, I woke up feeling stronger with less soreness and more energy throughout the day. Sleep isn't just rest. It's your body's chance to heal itself. So if you're already exercising and eating protein but still feel weak, take a closer look at your sleep first. Do you have a bedtime habit that helps you sleep well after 65? Share it in the comments. Your story might help someone else too. And don't miss the final part where I'll help you reset your entire morning routine so your body stays strong and steady for years to come. 7. Resetting your morning. Building muscle from the smallest habits. Are you ready to take back your mornings? It doesn't require anything dramatic, just the first 20 minutes of your day. But they could determine how long you stay strong, how long you stay independent. After going through these 6 silent muscle killers, skipping breakfast, drinking the wrong things, eating too much sugar, sitting too long relying on painkillers and losing sleep, there's one thing that's clear. Our health doesn't vanish all at once. It fades little by little through habits we thought were harmless. And if we're going to change that, the morning is the perfect place to start. Here's how I reset my mornings, just 3 small steps. 1. I drink a glass of warm water as soon as I wake up. Not too much, just about 8 ounces, 250 ml to wake up every organ. 2. I eat a protein-rich breakfast. 1 boiled egg, a slice of whole grain toast, a few almonds enough to give me over 20 grams of protein. 3. I move for 5 minutes. Gentle stretches, standing up and sitting down, lifting my legs. No equipment needed, just consistency. After 2 months, I felt noticeably stronger. Not young again, but in control of my body once more. You don't have to change your whole life overnight. Just start with 1 morning, 1 glass of water, 1 truly healthy breakfast, 1 gentle movement. Those small things done every day will shape the body you live in 3, 6, even 12 months from now. I hope that after watching this video, you'll consider setting your alarm 10 minutes earlier tomorrow. So your morning isn't just about waking up. It's about starting to live with more strength and more purpose. If you found this video helpful, please share it with friends your age, because even 1 small change from you could inspire many others. And if you'd like to keep walking this health journey with me, hit that like button and subscribe. We can't stop the clock, but we can choose how we show up every morning. And that sometimes is the difference between turning 70 and living to 90.